Good day, everybody. We are back again. We are back with the show called TBR Solution Sports Program. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from TBR Solutions. I'm with Tshepang Kgole. We are doing the second part of the show where we give you a lot of news pertaining to football. And then the earlier part, we just focus on one subject. And maybe if there are breaking news, then we give that quickly. Last one, welcome to the show and greet the viewers.
Yes, afternoon to the viewers out there. And yeah, I hope everyone enjoys part two of the show with a lot of details. Well, there's a lot of details that we're going to unpack on the show. Thank you very much.
Last one, we saw Mamelodi Sundowns. They played Pedro at FNB. And then, we're all rooting for Mamelodi Sundowns. They played well, though, because they missed a lot of chances, not only a lot of chances, on top of that, they missed a penalty. If it's not your day, it's not your day. And then we had to concede due to a penalty conceded by Andy Lejali. You can understand there was too much pressure. So what's your take? How do you see the game in terms of analysis? And then simultaneous, we saw Orlando Pirates qualifying for the semifinals. But let's start with this one, Mamelodi Sundowns quickly.
Yes, yeah, if I could analyze that game, Mamelodi Sundowns played with a lot of chances. They got a lot of chances in the game, which they didn't take. But I was not happy with their style of play. I was not happy with their style of play. They didn't play well, to be honest, on that day. I don't know, maybe it was the nerves, but they panicked a lot. A lot of rush decisions. They couldn't keep the ball as much as they normally do, and the fluidity of the play, keeping the flow going, and how patient they are on the ball. They never implemented that in that game. I mean, the likes of Mshishi didn't have a good game on the day, as well as Andy Lejali as well. It was a very tight game for them. I don't know, maybe it's the pressure leading up to the game that got to them, but they were not the Sundowns that we know. A lot of mistakes. I mean, even with that Jali tackle, they I feel like it was unnecessary for him to tackle, to pull in that tackle, in their area, in the penalty box. I mean, that player was going anywhere, was not going anywhere. Charlie had it covered, to be honest. He had closed his angle already, but he had forced to slide, maybe thinking that the ball was going to be crossed inside. So it's funny how CAF has VAR now. If there wasn't a VAR, the referee would have made the decision straightforward and just said, no, it's a goal kick, start play again. Same applies to the Mshishi incident as well in the penalty box where we got the penalty. But I feel like as well with Mshishi, when he stepped up, there was a matter of nerves again. Um, I didn't see much confidence in him when he took that penalty. So for me, I saw that the game was wrapped up when he missed that penalty, to be honest, because they didn't play well, to be honest. And it was a bad day, I guess, in the office. I guess Junior Kanye's predictions were right because he did say that when they lost the first game in the first leg, when they lost 2-1, he did say that it's over for Mamelodi Sundowns. I actually didn't believe it, so I thought they would come back, but yeah, that was the case. But it's just unfortunate. But I'd like to the boys, they did well. They fought hard, and it's just one of those games, where luck was not on their side.
No, I don't think um, he was not willing to take the penalty. I think what came in was nervousness because I could see he was ready to take the penalty, but he became nervous. I think what happened, they wanted it so bad. All right. So that overwhelmed them. But overall, they played very well, Mamelodi Sundowns. And then it's hard luck. They could not finish up. And then according to Coach Mangoba Ngiti, he thinks that, according to reports, they are to blame as technical staff. And then, so if you look at the record of Mamelodi Sundowns since 2016, when they won the CAF, the Champions League, 2017, they were knocked out in the quarterfinals by Wydad. And 2018, they finished third in Group C and failed to advance to knockout phase. And then 2019, they reached the semis, but lost to eventual winners Wydad. In 2020, they were eliminated by Ahly in the quarterfinals. Then in 2021, they were elbowed out in the last 8 by Ahly again. And then come 2022, they were also eliminated now by Pedro. So that's the story of Mamelodi Sundowns. But I think they need to pat themselves at the back. They've done well. So it would be wrong to say they didn't do well. So they've done extremely well. And then there was also another game, the Confederation Cup competition, whereby Orlando Pirates, they were playing Simba from Tanzania. And then remember, Orlando Pirates were like our last hope now, because we don't have any teams now in the continental tournament. And then the game played to a draw, but they went to penalties. And Afori, he did well. And you know what? The guy was so motivated. He definitely wanted to take that penalty. And you could see, he wanted to take that penalty. And, that on its own, that confidence has helped him to bury that. And fortunately enough, for Pirates, Simba missed their chances. So as a result, it was very difficult for Simba, because they were always playing a catch-up. So now we are behind Orlando Pirates, and then they are going to the semis. We are crossing our fingers. We want them to win this title. So they played extremely well. So it would be wrong to say Pirates didn't do well. They did exceptionally well. Now, there's quite a lot happening as we speak today. Firstly, let me give you the news, which probably you may be interested in them. We know that we hear the news that about 4 teams in France, they want Pitso Mosimane. So, which is quite good. It's quite excellent to hear that. I've been saying Pitso is the best in the continent, and then we want to see Pitso going as far beyond as the issue of around here. So yeah, the teams in France, they're looking for Pitso, and then we have Angers, SCO, FC Lorente, Troyes, Metz. They're all showing the interest into the Al Ahly coach. So those are some of the exciting news. We hope that Pitso can get the nod. Tshepang, those are the news. I saw that we are lost a little bit, and then I've already done the Pirates one. Now I'm at Pitso. 4 teams in France are looking at Pitso, are interested in signing Pitso. What's your take?
Yeah, I saw that, but I'm very skeptical regarding that matter, because Coach Pitso is an international coach now. He should be given his flowers by now and be recognized. I don't feel like he should get any team that doesn't compete in the European stages, to be honest, because he has taken Al Ahly into well, he's taken Al Ahly to the world. Let me just say that. Al Ahly is the third best team in the world now, on a club level. So for a coach like that to actually be recognized overseas, but maybe clubs that are lower, that don't even compete for Europe, maybe let me just say the Champions League or any other European competition, for me, I wouldn't commit. I don't agree to that, but I feel like he should be following in the footsteps in the likes of Jose Mourinho, Pep Guardiola. I think he has made his mark and has made his name to actually be part of that category, be alongside the greats, to be honest, the giants. So this is my opinion regarding that. I would love for him to actually coach a team, if it happens, that competes in Europe. Then I could say that, yes, our coach has made it and he is a top coach, to be honest. So this is where I see him, coaching.
Let me put it this way. You know it as much as I know. How many African coaches are in England? How many African coaches are in Italy? How many African coaches are in Spain? All right. So I hear what you are saying, but for me, it's the right direction. Let Pitso move on. All right. Maybe from there, he may go to the better league. All right. How many coaches are coaching in Germany? So I want us to be realistic. And he himself has said it that it's not going to happen. So at least there is a country in Europe that is looking at him, teams in Europe that are recognizing him. So that's my view. So I would say if push comes to it, let Peter take it and let's see how far he can go. I don't know. That's me. I don't know. What's your take? Last one.
Yeah, I mean, you can, if it happens, yes, maybe create a name for himself in Europe, probably
Mm,
starting out
mm,
small and just creating a name for himself. Maybe that
mm,
can work, you
mm,
know. But now we're talking about someone who competes with European teams out there, with big
mm,
clubs,
mm,
coming to the Club World Cup.
mm,
Al Ahly has been third, being the third best team in the world two
mm,
years in a row. So that should tell you something that he's competing amongst the greatest clubs in
mm,
the world. So I don't think he needs to prove himself by going to one of the small teams overseas. But if a big team would come now, yes, he would do
mm,
the job. To be honest. Doesn't matter where he coaches,
mm,
because Al Ahly is a big team.
mm,
It
mm,
is a
mm,
big team. So this is my opinion regarding that.
mm, mm. Yeah, if a big team comes, but I'm saying while we don't see, and they like I said, we haven't seen that before in many years. Maybe it has happened, so I don't know when. If it has happened, okay, we'll say, oh, good shot. Now, the news, Didier Drogba has been elected as the president of Ivorian Football Association. This is good, man. After we've seen Samuel Eto'o having done that, I don't know. Brakit at some point wanted to say to us, let's look at the local guys and see who can feature. And then I don't know, I hear you guys talking about Lucas Khatebe, but I keep on saying, where has he proved himself, Lucas Khatebe, to be honest? He was with Leeds. We don't know what's happening. He has never been a coach. I don't know whether he has been, I don't know. That's my opinion. So what's your take on this?
Yeah, no, we saw it coming. Didier Drogba has a lot of influence by Ivory Coast. I
Mm,
think he'll shape the country and the team well.
mm, mm,
Um, getting them where they need to be. I mean, look at
mm,
Cameroon. Look at what Samuel Eto'o is doing.
mm,
Cameroon has changed now. They're doing
mm,
well. So I think Ivory Coast will keep doing well. It's
mm,
good for them to actually take the chance,
mm,
with their former stars,
mm,
and depending on their former stars to shape them well. But
mm.
when it comes to us, this side, South Africa, there's a lot of influence, a lot of gates in between in order for us to, I think, to actually one day take that chance,
Mm.
because I think this side it's a bit tough, it's a bit difficult. Hence, what I'm saying there's a lot of gates that are coming in between our former players. Maybe if we want one of them to actually lead us, yeah, maybe a lot of politics which we don't want to discuss, but a lot of political influence come into place. When it comes to this matter, all we
But
need
what
is just
gates?
someone.
What gates? Last born.
Okay, so
Drogba
for
has
me,
proven
saying gates.
himself by building the country, by contributing to the social fiber in the country, by putting structures. What have you seen your Lucas and other guys doing? Maybe we
Yes,
don't know.
as you
Let's let
say,
them tell us.
yes, as you're saying that you haven't seen Lucas Radebe, let's say contributing, contributing or giving back. When it comes to SA football, we know that he has the influence. Okay, we see the work that he does. But he hasn't given us that thing that we could actually trust him to actually lead us. I mean, even now, if I could ask, when last have you heard of Lucas Radebe or one of his projects that he's doing within sports or SAFA? Let me say SAFA as a whole. I don't think there's anything that we know of, you know.
This is one.
But
This is okay. Last born. Sorry to cut you short. This is one thing
no,
that
no, no,
I've been
you
saying.
can come in.
This is
Yes,
one thing that I've been saying. People like Lucas, should not be about the presidents of SAFA only. And they should also be seen coming closer to the squad, doing something. Are they in the technical squad? Are they in the grassroots? Are they doing something? Those kind of things. Let's see them doing something, and then and then I'll be able to say, I'll be convinced, hey, Lucas can do something. you know. But I don't know whether Pitso has the ambition to lead the SAFA, but this is one guy, I know he's so much involved, Pitso, and then he has done a lot. Those are things that I'm talking about. He has encouraged some coaches to take the coaching license. If the reports that I have are correct, he has paid for some of them to qualify. So this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, but let's move on. There's quite a lot to talk about. Now let's talk to tonight. Tonight it's a big one, the Champions League in Europe, and then let's look at it. Let's look at it. This is what we should talk about. Tonight, Man City and Real Madrid. Tomorrow, Liverpool and Villarreal. And then I want you to talk about these two games. Tshepang?
yes, Man City versus Real Madrid
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a big one. Yo, this is a humdinger. Yeah. This game. I think the final before the final. You know, um, I don't want to lie. I won't predict this game. I can't predict this game, to be honest. But I know that both legs will be fire. Um, both of these teams actually, well, I could say Real Madrid for now, they've got the league sorted out. I think for them they are settled in terms of winning the league, but both of these teams are both number one on the log, respectively, of their leagues, and they just want to win the league. But I think Real Madrid for now, maybe in the next game they'll be lifting the trophy. Man City as well, challenging for the league title and just trying to secure it. So these are teams which they're on really good form in their leagues, and they score a lot of goals. And these are teams which depend on offense more than defense. So it's going to be an open game, to be honest. And yeah, a lot of action in this game. I know a lot of goals are coming in on both fixtures, to be honest. So I just can't wait to watch an entertaining match and see what's going to happen. But I would love personally to see Pep Guardiola winning the Champions League. You know, I think he's been knocking a lot of times. But I would love to see Karim Benzema. Currently his current form. I would love for him to actually lift the trophy as well again. So I can't decide on this game, but I know that this fixture tonight is going to be one of the best, to be honest. Both legs, yes.
Okay, let's look at Liverpool and Villarreal. What's your take on that one?
Yeah, Villarreal, they even issued a statement. I think I did mention this last week, saying that once they've beaten Bayern Munich, they said that they have been classified as a team that plays in the Farmers League, but look where they are right now. Um, so we all know and we all saw what Villarreal can do. So I don't think it's going to be an easy fixture for Liverpool. And they are playing at home at first, so we don't know when they go to Spain next week what's going to happen. So it's not going to be an easy one for Liverpool. I thought it was, but since when Villarreal defeated all the big boys in the Champions League leading up to now, I don't think it's going to be an easy one for Liverpool. But Liverpool are the favorites. We should be honest regarding that. It's going to be an interesting fixture as well.
Well, as much as you say, they say it's a farmers league. I don't understand how should that be attributed to La Liga. La Liga has been dominating the Champions League. So how do you classify that as a farmers league? La Liga has been very dominant in European football. Not only that, you go to national squad. The Spanish have done well, far better than the English. So how do you say it's a farmers league? I don't understand that argument. Villarreal can surprise a lot of people, but Liverpool are on fire. There's this young man, I like him so much.
Luis Diaz.
Yeah, the Brazilian, Luis Diaz.
Yeah, he played well actually over the weekend. Yeah,
The
he's very
boy,
brilliant.
the boy is a gem. And not only that, you've got so many other, Klopp knows what he's doing. He's a very good coach. And then, when he took out on the weekend, when he took out Mane, I said, Jesus, what's happening? It shows how confident the coach has with the players. Salah is always a threat. You like it or not. You cannot ignore Salah. You ignore Salah at your own peril. So we'll see. We'll see. And then good luck to whoever win this coming weekend. So yeah, I don't know. Do you want to say something on that? What I've just said.
No. We're looking forward to the fixtures coming through today and tomorrow. And yeah, we can't wait to see what's going to happen in the second leg as well.
Yeah, we'll see what's gonna happen.
Yes.
We wish the best team to win, and then remember they're still gonna go for a second leg, and then yeah, we'll see what is going to happen, and then we wish any team, to, and then I mean, we wish the team that wins, they will deservedly do so. And I must talk about the Messi, even if I'm gonna go to the Messi special. Before I go there, he scored a very beautiful goal, typical Messi goal. And then Neymar gave him the ball, he scored. And then he gave them the trophy. And guess what? The French, not all of them, certainly section, continue to boo Messi. I don't know what do they want. And this man has now won about 39 trophies in his name. So how do you continue to do all those things? And even Pochettino, he doesn't believe. He does not understand what's happening. And you know what I've picked up? Messi's another, one learns a lot from this guy, at a distance. Remember, I'm one of the person who has been complaining that he's not being passed by people like Mbappe. But you know what? He continues to soldier on, irrespective of those difficulties. Instead, he adjusts. All right. Then you listen to the media out there. They say, no, it's not what he used to at Barcelona. They used to play for him. They just want to justify. And then now here they play for Mbappe. Mbappe is the big thing. And then I don't understand, just to take a jab on Messi. But let me show you what Mbappe says about Lionel Messi. I think Messi is a genius, man. What he's looking, Sheikh said, which is, I agree with you. I've just received a message to Sheikh, says he was not feeling well. He's not feeling well. So that is why he could not join us this morning and during this lunch hour. So I'll check with him after this. So he said, this is Mbappe. He said, Lionel Messi helped us a lot to win the league title. Without him, I wouldn't have half of my goals, um, this guy is a genius. I don't know. Let me tell you something. I think it's Thierry Henry who was analyzing and say, Messi is something else. He's different. He's not what people think he is. When he played with Xavi and Iniesta, he learned from them. When he played with, what's his name? Um, Zlatan, he learned from him. He learned from David Villa. He always adjusts his game. And that's what he's doing with PSG. He wants to understand how to fit in. Now, they qualified. And let me tell you, I watched that game. In fact, he was man of the match. Without him not getting enough balls, and then he was man of the match in that game. And then he said he will continue. He'll finish up his contract at PSG. I'm happy to hear that. He's not despondent, but Messi always wants to prove people wrong, which for me tells me that it is in line with what Thierry Henry said. Said, you know what? I've never seen Ronaldo being angry, but when Messi, I've seen him being angry. When he's angry, he will say, give me the ball. And he dribbles everybody and even score. So that's Lionel Messi for you. So he wants to prove it in the field of play. And those people who have been saying, you know what, he's not a leader. I don't know if that doesn't prove that the man is a leader. What does that prove? So for me, I don't know. Tshepang, what do you want to say?
Yes, no, I watched that game as well. He played well, just giving PSG the trophy as well. And yeah, man, I mean, Mbappe's statement is accurate. I mean, look at the assist that Messi has in that league. So Mbappe knows who his supplier was this season. It's good for him to acknowledge that. So that tells you a lot that the influence that Messi had or has in that team, it's very big. So yeah, congratulations to them. And yeah, and before I think we head to the Messi special, we should congratulate Serena Williams and Lewis Hamilton for them to join venture into the consortium of buying Chelsea. Yeah, those were great news. I hope the deal goes through, pulls through, and for them to be part of the ownership. I'm rooting for them because seeing such big a black sportsmen and sportswomen, sports personalities as well, taking the initiative in doing something so good and using their power, their influence, that really says a lot. That really tells you something about sports, the world of sports in general. So yeah, I'm rooting for them, and I hope everything goes well. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, just like you have just said, this is one thing I've been saying earlier on about you know earlier on. This is what I've been saying about your Lucas Khatebe and saying, you know, what can they show to prove that really, you know, they need to be counted on. I don't know if they get my point. They need to be counted. It should not be all the time. I don't know whether you see this one. Can you see this one?
Not yet.
Not yet. Yeah, they need to be counted. It should not be a question whereby people keep on saying, you know what, they can you see it?
Yes, now I can see it.
Yeah, look, yeah. So this is what we want. You talk about Serena Williams, you talk about Lewis Hamilton. They've bought a team, you know, proving their business acumen. And this is what I don't see with our local guys, you know, except Jomo Sono and Kaiser Mdawu, who were players and graduated to another level. So, you know, I don't hear this argument. Now, let me show you for 2021. Then people continue to say, no, Messi didn't do well. What is this? Can you see this? Can
Yes,
you
I
see?
can see the stats.
Out of 22 games in the League A, it's a pity Messi's been compared with Messi, with his own standard. And then he, you know, he scored 4 goals. That doesn't matter, but he did a 13 assist. Now his game has been redefined, you know. And of course, I still argue and say, what do you expect if they don't pass him the ball? Do you expect him to score goals? And he has made about 17 goal contribution in just 22 games. I don't know where this argument, where does it come from? That Messi, or all the stories that we get. Yeah, so your take about that?
Yeah, I mean, I did say that we should look at the contributions and the influence that he has in the team. Hence why Mbappe is scoring the way he's scoring right now, and why Neymar also is back in the scoring sheet as well. He's regaining his form under Messi, you know. So the influence that he had in that team, chances created in that team this season were actually top class. So we should actually acknowledge that, you know, it doesn't depend on the number of goals that he had scored, but the influence and the assists speak for themselves that he has been involved in the team, you know. So, yeah.
Yeah, because people talk so many things. He's not scoring. Where is Messi? But it's not about the goals. Football is a total sport. You must contribute in all angles, and this is what Lionel Messi is doing. So I don't understand when people say he doesn't contribute. What do they mean by that? Because I see Lionel Messi doing well. The other thing that I'll share with you when it comes to that, look at this. The mostly goals from outside the box in Europe's top 5 division since 2017-2018 season. All right, Messi is leading with 36. And the second person who's following him, who's that? Can you see that?
It's Dries Mertens from Napoli. Yes, I can see him.
With 18. And then I'll bring Ronaldo again because they always bring Ronaldo. I'll always bring Ronaldo. I don't see Ronaldo there. I just see the genius himself in that position. So yeah, that's my argument. That's part of the Messi special. And let me do the Ronaldo again. Now, this is one thing that I want to share with you pertaining to Messi and Ronaldo. I'll always bring this because I know they do this at all times. So we'll also do it. Now, the finals that were won without Messi scoring a goal, or the trophies, all right? Only 2. Can you see that? Ronaldo 12.
Yes.
Then you say Ronaldo is better than Messi. Then you say Ronaldo is better than Messi. Hmm? And then, okay, I've done this one of Martins. Let me do this one, being the last one to share. Can you see this?
Yes, I can see it now.
Free kick conversion stats in the Champions League. All right. Messi has converted 5 out of 99 games, which is 5%. Ronaldo 12 out of 184 games, more than almost more than half of the games, which is in terms of translating for the sake of accuracy, it's 6.5, 1.5%, but he played more games than Messi. The league conversion of the free kicks, Messi has done 9%. All right. Out of 39 free kicks conversion out of 435, when Ronaldo has done 33 out of 529 games, which is 6.2%. The World Cup, Messi has done 1 out of 16, which is 6.3%. Ronaldo has done 1 out of 24, which is 4.2%. The Euro Cup, Euro and Copa, Messi has converted 4 out of 30, which amounts to 13.3%. Ronaldo 0 2 in 28 games in the World Cup, 0%. So, Tshepang, what's your take?
Yes, no, I can see the conversion rate. With Ronaldo, with some stats, well, the first one in the Champions League, it was the number of games that he has played, obviously ahead of Messi. But then when it comes to other competitions, no, Messi actually leads in that department. So yeah, he has proven himself in regarding on that aspect. You know, doesn't matter on the number of games, but he had showed up and he had delivered.
Not even on the Champions League. I mean, it's 5 out of 99 games. Ronaldo 12 out of 184. What a huge gap. He played more games, and the difference only 1.5%. Huh? You know, I'll keep on bringing this topic all the time because I know they do it. ESPN does it. All of them, they do it. Sky Sports, they do it. Commentators in France, they've joined the bandwagon. And then, yeah, unfortunately, those olden days whereby we'd rely on media reports are gone. Now we are able to get it ourselves now. Thanks to social media, we can also counter the narrative. Last one, thank you very much. I really appreciate. I hope people will enjoy the show. And then, yeah, we ask people to continue to subscribe and then also like and comment. Much appreciated. Last one.
Yes, no, thank you very much to the viewers out there. And yeah, hope everyone enjoys the games tonight and tomorrow. And looking forward to seeing the viewers on Saturday as well.
Yeah, we'll look at local football, which is playing tomorrow on Saturday morning. Just look what happened. Remember, Mamelodi Sundowns needs only 1 point. Whether even they don't even get it tomorrow, somehow, I think they'll get it. And then they'll run out with the league. Thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. My name is the Saubrey Boyz Walefatshe from the Big R or TBR Solution. One of the companies owned by TBR Solution is the Big R Financial Services, an authorized financial service provider. I'm sure you have noticed that the past few months or so, we've seen a lot of deaths, and those deaths are attributed to mental illness. Mental illness can be caused by anything, can be caused by stress, depression, and stress and depression can be caused by a number of things. Lack of finances, or financial problem, or social problem, or marital problem. So they cause all those problems. We in the financial sector, we see it almost now and again. because we work with various organizations like GPF, Independent Fund Organization. But while I'm still there, let me stress, we don't have a formal relationship with GPF, but we work with them because most of our people are from there. Now, working with those people, you know very well that people who are working for the government, they're expected to retire at the age of 60 and above, right? If you retire earlier than that, then you are being penalized by GPF. And sometimes people say, no, I need money. So what do? They resign. They say, no, let the money go to my bank account. Once you do that, you are tax heavy. So you need to bear that in mind, okay? But now, let's say for argument's sake, you are 55 as we speak and above, and you are contemplating of either resigning or going on pension in the next 3 months or so, just drop us a WhatsApp so that we help you to expedite for your payment. Because according to the GPF rules and pension fund law, once a client or a member receive an SMS that they've received your forms, that means they have 60 days to complete the process. And mind you, the 60 days is a maximum. It doesn't mean it has to take 60 days. It's a maximum. Now, sometimes we see people that don't get their money for 2 to 3, 4, 5 months, 6 months, even more, or a year or so. And then there, the problem could emanate either from the GPF side, employer side, a member himself. So what do? We try to expedite that process by making sure that we understand the workings of GPF. If it's a member, we help him to do the right thing. The same with GPF, the same with employer organization. Now, remember, as I have already said, that with GPF, it's 60 and above. Now, and then we say if you're 55 or more, you can contact us. And another good element is this, with the fund that we are working with. There is a whole lot of flexibility. You can decide how much you earn. That's how flexible it is. And if, let's say, you pass on, you and your spouse, you can nominate anyone. You are not limited to your immediate family, like your biological children or an officially adopted children. Remember, even your children, they can benefit as long as they're 22 and below. But with us, it doesn't matter. They can be above 22, they can be your elders, or they will still benefit because you nominated them. And then we try by all means that when we take the money from GPF and invest with credible fund organization, we try by all means that you are least taxed, all right? And then, and even you are not punished because you are not taking the money, because you are taking to another fund. So which means an independent and credible fund. So it means that there's no need to tax you more. So those are some of the advantages that are there. So you need to bear that in mind. And then if you want to know more, just drop us a WhatsApp on our WhatsApp number. Then we'll call you back. You don't have to call us. We'll call you back and see how can we expedite it. I thank you.